Sometime early Saturday morning, Susan Casey vanished. Now, detectives in Glendive, Montana, are trying to figure out what happened. So far, it looks like there are 3 men who might know: her current boyfriend, her ex-husband, and her newly estranged husband.
She had all these plates spinning in the air, and each one of them was a man in her life. And at any given time, those plates could crash into each other and create complete chaos.
The question is, where were all 3 men on the morning of Susan's disappearance? Luckily for police, across from Susan's apartment complex, the Ponderosa, are 2 banks, and that means security cameras. It doesn't take detectives long to confirm Brad's story about dropping Susan off and going home.
The information he provided us checked out and was accurate. His whereabouts were accounted for.
Which means one thing is clear.
Somewhere in between the time that she got out and the time that she could have gotten to her apartment, somebody interceded and prevented Susan Casey from entering her apartment.
Susan's estranged husband, Ted Casey, insists it wasn't him.
The next morning, where were you?
Well, I had to go to work at City Hall and wax the floors.
Ted says that when Susan didn't show up that morning to collect their kids, he dropped them off at his brother's house.
When I got there, I had to call him on the phone to get him out of bed to unlock the door for me.
Ted's phone logs confirm that he called his brother at 5:44 a.m. But security footage shows Ted driving by Susan's apartment at that time, a block from City Hall.
Ted Casey placed himself at the scene.
He's seen driving by our apartment at 5:51. He is then seen at the City Hall where he was due work before 6 o'clock, and he parked right in front.
It's suspicious, but the timeline of Ted's phone call and his arrival at his workplace checks out. He didn't have enough time to stop at Susan's or do anything to her. With Ted ruled out, detectives focus on their 3rd suspect, Susan's ex-husband, Marty Larson.